In this video, we're headed to West Virginia to ride the Hatfield and McCoy trail system, which, not unlike myself, was wild and wonderful. So we're headed down from Indiana, and it rains pretty much the entire way, all the way to West Virginia, where we get a flat tire on our trailer and get rained on some more. We're here in Logan, West Virginia at this point. Getting wet and wild. My brother gets busy with the tire, actually plugging the tire, so we can get on our way to ride. So getting in the afternoon, the weather didn't really permit us to ride that first day, so we just kind of hung out at the cabin here. We stayed at Almost Heaven Cabins outside of Logan, which great place to stay if you guys are looking to go down to Hatfield and McCoy. So then the next day, we were actually able to get up early and hit the trails at Bear Wallow. So to begin the day, it's about 28 degrees, I think, when we woke up, so things were frozen in some places. We probably hit the trail about 9:30 in the morning, I'd guess, so things were starting to warm up. We're probably above freezing at this point. And hitting some trails to find our way over to this little place called Coal Mountain. I don't know if that's what it's really called, but it's what we refer to it as. It's basically a big, huge hill with hill climbs, and you can go and real loose. It's coal. You're climbing up Coal Mountain essentially. So we'll watch a little bit of the videos headed over there, and then we'll watch us play around on Coal Mountain for a bit here. That climb's a lot steeper than the GoPro makes it look. I know it kind of flattens everything out, but I was in first gear there, just lugging, going up there. This is my first time down here to the Hatfield McCoy trails. My brothers here that are in front of me, Caleb and Cade, they've been down here a couple times previously. This is my first time, so brand new experience for me. They were a blast. So here we are at Coal Mountain. Like I said, it's just real loose coal hill climb here. Kind of played around here for an hour or so, making some different runs. There's some different runs of kind of variable difficulty. Some a little bit easier than others, but all around, it's a real fun time.
I'm glad you got out of it. I thought he was on the right side.
As soon as you lost any kind of momentum on this, you were done. You could not reestablish any forward momentum at that point.
Makes it look so easy. That doesn't look that bad, actually.
What?
This one doesn't look that bad, this chute over here. This one almost looks steeper. The one Kate's doing now. Huh?
Always be recording.
I'm recording.
I'm never in it.
My brother there complaining that he's never in the video, so I had to make sure I put him in there.
I might need a hand.
So after we played on Cold Mountain, we were headed back to the truck here at this point, just kind of gonna get some lunch. We had some sandwich stuff there at the trailer. We're gonna eat, go back out in the afternoon, and ride some more. So we're kind of going down some descent here, and what you can't tell is all these leaves are covering up what's a fairly rocky trail. So made it kind of sketchy going downhill sometimes when you couldn't see where loose rocks were or a big rock was. It's going to bump your front tire, bounce your rear tire up near it while you're braking. So we're just kind of taking it easy going through here at this point. I think we got about 25 miles in this morning, and then we were in the afternoon. Then we ended up going back out and hit some single track. And Bear Wallow has a little bit of single track, and then we actually rode a second day down here, where we went to a different mountain with considerably more single track, and I'll be putting out another video on that as well. Tell you though, man, it's a really beautiful time to be down here. We were down there second week of October, or second week of November. The leaves were changing, probably about half fallen. Another week earlier, we would have had a lot more foliage on the trees. Probably would have been even more beautiful. But this allowed us to see, you know, kind of across canyons on the other side, and see trails over there and whatnot too. So, in my opinion, it was pretty much perfect time to go. It was a little bit unseasonably cold. We had a cold front that came through all the Midwest there, but I mean, we were probably right around 40 degrees for the high on this day that we rode, and then second day was absolutely amazing. I think we were up close to probably 50, about perfect riding weather. So would do it again in a heartbeat. So if you've not been down here before, a lot of the single tracks are connected by these two tracks, and the two tracks will vary in width. You know, some of them are ATV size. Some of them are side-by-sides. But at the time we were down here, especially at Bear Wallow, we rode here on a Friday. We virtually saw no one out here the entire time we were here all day long. So these two tracks will connect a lot of the single track opportunities. And so you just kind of jump back and forth on those as you select which trails you want to ride. And then if you've got individuals in your group that doesn't want to do one of the more difficult single tracks or whatever, there's always a connecting trail. You know, they can go around and meet up with you on the other side by riding a 2-track around too. So that's always a possibility. So that was an extremely steep climb, and everybody's like, "Why did we stop?" So our leaders there didn't know if we were going left or right, so they stopped here at the split. Now we got to get going again. So if you enjoyed this video, be on the lookout for the next couple I'm going to put out. We have a lot more single track, and it should be a lot more exciting than what this one was. Thanks.
My ears are popping on that one.